Hello, everyone. This is my brand new podcast and my first video of the year. All right. Well, this is going to be a plethora of things. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun with Star Wars and nerdy stuff and fun stuff and discussions and just so many different things. I'm going to Comic Palooza with my daughter in May. I'm raising a little nerd, and she went to Spider-Gwen last year. I went in my full steampunk costume, and man, I'm excited. It's going to be interesting, especially, and this is something that I just had to make a video of. I've been wanting to make some videos for some time. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. Hello. You should see the 600 other ones I have. That's just the Star Wars. But I have to speak. This is just pissing me off, which I know I'm going to be one of millions of men and probably a few women. Okay, I just found out Disney is making the worst mistake they will ever make. Period. And yes, I also criticize George Lucas for selling Star Wars to Disney, because the original trilogy, brilliant, wonderful storytelling, tragic, redemptive, everything that you want in a sci-fi opera, which the majority, like 9/10 of the audience, men. And I'm going to put this out here because I am such a super fan. What this director, I won't say her name because I'm going to slaughter it, but you know who I'm talking about. It's this long name. I don't want to just butcher it, so I won't. But you know who I'm talking about. And the thing that she's saying, and everybody's saying this too, but the way that these people are doing this, and this woman says, it's time we brought a strong female character into the lead role. You want to know one of my favorite of all time moments in Wars? Was when Luke and Han go down to the holding cells to rescue Leia. They were man rescuing woman. Oh, helpless woman. Da da da. Guess who saves their asses? Leia. They got in. They can't get out. They didn't think that far ahead. She takes them down the garbage chute, but guess who ultimately saves them all? R2 and C-3PO. So is it droidism that the woman couldn't do it because the feminists wanted it? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. And you just see, and this is the thing that Disney, this is just like when they were going to do the live action version of Snow White. The lead actress called the prince a creepy stalker. Really? Oh wait, she only saw it once, but she's a wonderful big fan of it. But she saw it once. Come on. I have Star Wars with extra content. I've watched it all several times. And they just keep doing it. I guess they are just not getting the message. Just like with She-Hulk. That complete disaster, because you're alienating your entire fan base, which is men buying the comic books for years before it was ever even a series, a TV series. So if the men don't watch, what was the target audience? I know this is brain surgery. I know this is beyond, but I mean, come on. You are destroying something that we love. And not only, this is my personal side note, Death Star, original trilogy, and then we go into the prequels, which I liked Revenge of the Sith towards the end, because it actually explains, how, Anakin becomes Vader. But even George Lucas learned that when he created one of the most hated characters in sci-fi, I'm not lying, I think, because Misa Thinka, that's so stupid. At least he toned him down. He took Jar Jar and said, okay, I'm just going to give you like one line at the very end. That's it. At least he toned him down. He did the smart thing because he realized, oops. Moving on, though. They're just, the prequel had its, but the last three. They're just, the acting wasn't that great, and you just went Death Planet to Death Planet. But didn't we already do the Death Star? Why do we keep doing Death Planets? What? Isn't there anything else we do, like Thrawn or something? There's a bunch of other stuff. I personally kind of enjoyed Solo. For what it was, I thought the cinematography was good. I thought quite a bit of the acting was good. I loved seeing how Chewie and Han met each other. I've always wanted to see that. So that was okay, but a movie doing that? Not so much. But it is what it has been. But in the box office, just went straight downhill. And it's been doing that. I won't even bring up Marvel's box office flop. I refuse to go see it myself. And I've talked to many friends, and I have friends of the Wars. They refuse to see it. And, Marvel and Wars are a little different, but we're all nerds. We have to admit we love that kind of stuff. And I loved the movies up until Endgame, and then that's it. For me, it ends. And I didn't go to the theaters, but I paid money to get Thor Ragnarok, or not Ragnarok, but the latest one, Love and Thunder. Oh my gosh. Really? The only character I really honestly liked in that was Christian Bale. That was the tragic character that lost his daughter. Freaking hello. I could relate to that because I have a daughter who's little. And if I lost my daughter like that, oh yes, I'd be taking up some death and going, let's end this, because who knows what it's like. And I have the unique experience of being a single working dad. I'm going back to school online right now, and I'm a huge nerd and a geek, and I love it. So, yeah, but otherwise that movie, God, I can't believe they spent money on that. It was just so over the top. It was not believable. So anyway, yeah, that's the Star Wars, whatever they decide to do. This is the biggest problem I have, and this is from a technical perspective. If you have never directed a major cinematic piece, or even a minor one. Okay, let's go back to this woman. And like I said, I won't pronounce her name because I can't pronounce her name. I just can't. But she has done documentaries, small budget documentaries. And even Peter Jackson had directed small budget movies, not documentaries, movies for quite a few years before he did Rings. And he prepared for it. He loved it. He did research on it. He wasn't pushing a freaking agenda. And this woman has admitted, I like to tick off men, make them uncomfortable. Direct quote. I like to make them uncomfortable. Congratulations, Disney. You just destroyed Star Wars. Because 97% are male fans. Are you trying to go broke? I mean, apparently you are, because all over the country, the wokeness is not working. It's really not. And I won't even mention my 10-year-old daughter watches only the original version of Little Mermaid, for example. We didn't even go see it. I wasn't even tempted to go see it. I've had black girlfriends, but I honestly don't want to see a black Little Mermaid because I didn't grow up that way. Why did you have to change it? It was great. That's my personal opinion, which is what I think our channels are about, right? Anyway, so it's going to be fun watching it because I know I will be on top of this. I'll be making more videos, and for anybody else whose video I watch and like and all that good stuff, hi. So it's, wow. I just had to put this out because it's just I love the Mando series. I love that series. I love that. And there's nothing wrong with sci-fi and by the way, go right into Star Wars movies. She started with her agenda. I love her directing. She's just directing. But that and this lady, like I said, supposedly directing Star Wars, she has said, look up her interviews. It's subtle, or it's right in your face that she has an agenda. She went for liberal arts in college. She never went to school for cinema. Never took a class for cinema, for directing, for anything. She is absolutely unqualified. Technically, this is not a bias. This is not prejudice. This is just facts. She is not a director. What is Disney thinking? And when she goes over budget, when she messes it up, your fault, Disney. No one else's. No one else's, because I refuse to see it. This woman is directing. I'm out. I'm out of Star Wars completely. I will hold on to my DVDs and watch my DVDs and enjoy the time in the 80s. And, Star Wars originally released in 1977. So 77 to the 80s. That was the golden age of wars. That was the awesome time of wars. And I go to Comicpalooza every single year. They're not wearing a lot of new stuff. They're wearing the old school stuff. Old school stormtroopers, old school characters, old school rebel flight suits, things like that. I love it. I love it. It's the way we are. I guess we're purists, but I wouldn't mind a newer series. But if you stuck with it, okay, here's a personal thing of mine. In the written books and the novel, people I've debated, even on Star Wars fans, have said, well, it's just the books and I didn't like it. Well, that's okay. But at least I love the fact, and people don't know this, is that in the book series, quite a few of them, Leia became a full-fledged Jedi Knight. Kicked serious booty. Had her own lightsaber, used her own lightsaber, and did many great things. And it just killed me that the only thing she did with the Force is sense Luke. And she moved her fingers a tiny nudge and flew out of vacuum of space and saved herself, which is a good thing. But seriously, sister of Skywalker, Skywalker herself. That's my personal rant. But yeah, if you want to look up some great stuff, there's a whole book series written about Star Wars, and Leia was a huge part of the action. So these feminists and activists and all this junk, have a good story. Tell a good story. Entertain us. Make us laugh. Make us love. Make us hate you. Tell the story. Don't bring me your stupid personal agenda crap. I will not spend my hard-earned money on your freaking agenda. Period. May the Force be with you and with you and with you. And I hope it is with me, and with love and all the good stuff. Guys, let me know if you like this, if you hated this, if you agree with this. You know what to do. I won't have to tell you, but at least give me a few of these. That'd be great. So, love you. May the Force be with you.